you getting comfortable there for season 4, episode 10, fucking nap time, I guess.
We're kind of dreading this episode.
Why?
Why? Because I'm going to have to listen to you talk about your fishing trip for an hour. Why I've been up here in the fucking rain.
Dude, first of all, I'm so excited for spring fishing.
Me too.
Like,
I've been hot on the Vice.
you and Ian, every night I'd be fucking hammered sitting on the couch scrolling Facebook. Start seeing stories or we messaging between all of us.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even fucking see my fingers to fucking tie a fly right now.
Yeah, we'd send a picture of a fly. Garrett sends a picture of a sailfish.
Yeah.
So you had a good trip. I mean,
yeah,
kind of looked like it sucked.
Yeah,
honestly,
it really sucked going 4 for 4 on sales.
Yeah,
that was definitely terrible. I did come home with an injury.
Oh no,
I don't know what's going on.
You're 3 for 3 on injuries.
Yeah, so before I left, my foot was fucked up. Got that kind of under control. And that left leg still is not fully recovered. Something's fucked. And I wasn't stopping wearing fucking flip-flops and shorts and just completely
still
made it way worse. No, it's all the way up to like my calf, back of my leg. It's like Cankleville.
Oh no.
So ended up going to, I got talked into on the last day we were in Florida, going to, and we weren't fishing that day, going to the walk-in clinic. They checked me for blood clots. And he was like, yeah, you don't have a blood clot, so don't know what's wrong. See you later. And I was like,
perfect, I'm good.
Yeah. So I picked up some compression socks, which helped it a little bit.
Yeah.
But did not fix it. So that didn't work.
How did it feel on the drive home?
It was fine. Just sitting there.
Yeah.
It hurts a lot more to walk, though.
When you walk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back of my calf. Like halfway down my calf is like super sore. The top of my calf feels like there's a fucking giant knot. Like it feels like it's like constantly just cramped.
Yeah.
My foot's all swollen. Don't know why that's swollen. That won't go away. I was like, all right, cool. This is fun.
This is 38.
Yeah. So this is getting old. Fuck me. So I made an appointment today. Or requested an appointment.
With an orthopedic or?
Yeah. After listening to my wife for the past 10 days. I finally caved. Yeah. Other than that, the trip was pretty much awesome. We went and we didn't fish the first day we were down there. It fucking poured. I mean, like biblical rain for Florida.
Really?
Yeah. It was not like the little afternoon fucking sprinkle.
It was like 100-year rain.
Yeah. So that was cool. And then, so that was Sunday. Monday was still shit and blowing like 30. And the boat that Dave has down there is the guy that owns the house.
Yeah.
It's his boat. It's a 29-foot Century. If anyone is in the market for a boat, don't buy a Century. The worst designed boat I have ever been on in my life. Just fucking terrible. Like, inside, like, in the back, right? So it had two 300s on the back, I think. Or 275s. One or the other. 300s, I think. Or 350s. But in the back, it was actually like a nice bait station. I will say they did a good bait station with it like right in the transom. Looked all right.
Yeah.
But everything along the sides, on the port and starboard side, the rail was the same depth as the floor. So, like, you had nowhere to put your feet, like, to lean into the rail.
Gotcha.
So, like, I was fighting a sailfish on it and had to, like, have my feet fucking...
Oh, yeah, that's no fun.
Like that. It was fucking...
You couldn't put your knees into it and lean into it.
Right. Or you couldn't even put a thigh into it. Like, you couldn't lean over enough. Like, it was just a fucking terribly designed boat. But it got the job done. We went out with him Wednesday afternoon on that boat. Couldn't find bait. Then we saw, so there's bait dealers down there for, and they use like monster cast net, like monster drag nets.
Yeah.
But they're like surface.
Yeah.
And so they catch all the ballyhoo. And we were sitting out there literally with a chum slick going directly towards where they were. They came out after we had set up, but we went out, set up, and current was pushing us wrong. Everything was not going right. And so then we just ended up fishing for yellowtails. And I must have gone through fucking 30 fucking hooks. Those little pricks just swallowed everything. I cut more fucking hooks off. I've tied more fucking hooks on than I think I tied all last year.
Yeah.
Didn't find any bait. Found a couple of good yellowtail, which I really need to start. And I knew this from before, and I just didn't think of it. But I need to start traveling with my own fillet knife. I don't like using other people's fucking cardboard fucking knives. I was like, all right, cool. I'll just mangle this fish, I guess. But we fished with James on the Yabba Dabba Doo on Tuesday and Thursday. And it was fucking awesome. Sick boat. 47-foot Torres.
It looks sweet.
Leah caught a sailfish Tuesday. We didn't get into too much fish. We got into some other fish on Tuesday. Ended up actually killing the fish that Leah caught. Because when we got it to the boat, it had like gashes and like chunks taken out of its tail. Like
really?
it was a hurting fish. So gave that to another buddy of ours down there to smoke for smoked fish dip. I got the bill.
You got the what?
The bill.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's somewhere in this house now. Still wrapped up in a trash bag. 2 trash bags.
How big was it?
75 pounds probably. It's a fucking... I have a picture of her. Because, you know how you see like the kill posts like behind all the sport fish boats down there? They hung the sailfish on it. Which is like... sort of like a big no-no. Like, you don't kill sailfish normally. Like, they try and really...
You think, like, something got a hold of it or something?
Yeah. I don't know if Leah has a picture of... I'm sure George does. But there's so many fucking pictures that have gotten dumped into this fucking album. I can't even fucking make up. And people have been dumping them out of order, which really irritates me even more. Like, I wish it would just come in order. Let's see here. I do have some cool videos I gotta post out of here. The kids had a blast. The kids loved the big boat.
It looked like
being able to go up on the tower and like hang out.
Yeah.
Does
that have dual controls, like down below and up on the tower?
So that it has controls on the upper level and the top of the tower. Because like you can go up top, which is where you drive from normally. And that's like 10 feet, 10, 11 feet off the deck. And so you can see a shitload from up there. But if you go all the way up,
Yeah.
you can see fucking everything.
Yeah.
Like, and his boat isn't even like a big tower. Like, there are way bigger boats in there. I can't find a picture of the. I can find a picture of it stuck on the fucking thing though. Like, it's a good sized fish. I mean, it's 7 feet long.
Yeah.
Fast as fuck. Put on a good show.
That's awesome. I've done nothing but tie while you've been gone.
I didn't even. I actually, like, I think if I did it again, because I had thought about bringing tying stuff with me.
Yeah.
And I think next year I will, just to, like, sit outside on either days we're not fishing or, like, evenings after we are back from fishing.
Yeah.
Just go sit outside and tie in the tiki hut.
Is Dave chartering down there, or is he just
No.
chilling?
So, I mean, he's taking people out with that boat, but not really running his charter business anymore.
Yeah.
Mainly because I don't think he likes the boat.
Gotcha.
But
He sold his other one, right?
yeah, he sold his 34. Which, going from a 34 down to a 29, you would think isn't that bad. It is a massive difference. And also going from a Hydrosport to a Century.
Yeah.
Like, there's no flare on the bow whatsoever. It had a bullshit dead rise. The thing rides like a fucking bathtub. Like, you just get the shit kicked out of you.
Yeah.
And when we caught that sailfish, we were in like 3 to 5. It was not nice.
Yeah.
And it was not fun trying to fight a fish in 3 to 5 in a shit boat. I'd do it again in a fucking heartbeat, though.
Do you just when you're sailfishing, do you reel it in and cut it at the boat, or do you bring it in and measure it? Or
No, most of the time you just reel it to the side of the boat. So, like the tournament guys, what they do is, so a catch on a sailfish is technically leader into the first eyelet.
okay.
Or a leader touch. So, if you're on one side of the boat and the leader goes across the boat and someone grabs it,
Yeah.
that's considered a catch. And those guys, when they're tournament fishing, just snap them and just snap the hooks off.
Yeah.
Because you're only using like 20 or 30 pound mono or fluoro. And so, like mine, I could have gotten the hook out of mine. Like, I had mine by the bill, reviving it, my last fish on Dave's boat. But all the other ones, you just bring them in, wrap on your hands, and just fucking one quick yank and just snap the hook off.
Yeah.
And then off you go. But it's fucking cool. Like, and there's definitely some things I picked up, some things I'm going to change on how I striper fish with bait. And
You sew the bait on?
no,
No. Just hook it through the back, or
rubber bands.
rubber bands?
Yeah. We're going to fucking change the game up here. I'm not telling anyone what I'm doing on this podcast.
Okay.
Secrets.
Change the way we bait fish and figure out Spruce Creek.
Yeah.
Noted.
And, like, what he does. So when you're sailfish fishing, you just find the current. Find good water, find the current, and just ride it. That's what we're doing. Or you can kite fish. So, like, there's two schools of thought. Like, if you're kite fishing, you're going against, your baits are kind of going against the current, sort of.
Yeah.
If you're just out with the outriggers, just riding the current up, like, then you're going with the fish, Whereas if you're kite fishing, you're kind of going against the fish. So if you're hoping the fish are coming down at you or up to you, whichever way you're going. But yeah, kite fishing's pretty fucking cool. You just fucking send out a kite fucking 300 fucking yards, and it's got 2 snaps on it, and you put your lines in one as it goes out, and then put the line in the other one, and then throw your baits out. And so then the theory is your lines are vertical, so it's not like flat lining. So, but man, we got into the first day when Leah caught her sailfish. My dad caught one too, I think, that we snapped at the boat. We caught, or no, maybe we only caught one that day. I don't know. No, we caught 2. He got one there. When Leah caught hers, got slow, and then it was like we hit a pack of fish. Like 9.
Yeah, I remember you saying you hit like a wolf pack or something.
Dude, it was insane. It was just fish everywhere, darting. You fucking flip baits out, and one fish would grab it, another fish was coming for it and would take it from it. They were cutting each other off. They're fucking, we cut like 6 liters just because the fish it was so ferocious. It was awesome.
What are the bills for? What are they? Are they for finding? Are they for sound? Like, how do the fish use the bills?
I have no idea.
Obviously, they're not spearing bait with them.
I don't know if they use them to like whack bait or not. I don't know.
Yeah, because I know stripers will stun their bait with their tail.
Right.
And what's the difference between a sailfish and a blue marlin?
About 400 fucking pounds. Blue marlin.
I'm
Blue
ignorant
marlin
when it
are
comes
fucking
to this shit.
huge. Sailfish do use their bill to disorient or stun their prey.
What are their teeth like? Are they like big predator teeth?
No.
Or can you lip them? You don't want to lip them.
You don't lip them. You just grab their sail and
grab
not grab the sail, but grab the bill. Like, you can hold onto the bill. It's like coarse, but it's not like.
How's the end like? Is it like a knife?
No, it's not that sharp. It's yeah. I'll show it to you after. I think it's sitting out in the garage.
That's awesome. Glad you guys had a good trip.
It was so sick. Kids had fun. We did a dolphin experience where they got to go out and like.
One of Mandy's work friends was there, like the same day you guys were.
Oh, really?
And I was like, they probably saw each other. Mandy was telling me about it, and I was like, yeah, Garrett and Leah and them were all there today too.
Where did they go? Did they go to Theater of the Sea?
I think so.
Theater by the Sea.
Whatever. It was because Mandy was like, it's the same location that they were on, the same area in Florida that you guys were.
Because like Tavernier or Isle Morada is where Theater by the Sea is. Key Largo is the dolphin, or Key Largo was where we stayed this year. And
I'll have to ask Mandy again, but
it was like a dolphin rescue place, I think. I don't know. It was cool. They had fun.
yeah.
It's just, I think the thing I love most about being down there was like just being able to go outside and walk around and not fucking die.
Yeah.
Not freeze your ass off. It's just like you're down there, you can walk to food, you can walk to restaurants, you can just go sit outside. I was like, God damn it, I miss this part of the year. Like, just sit outside. No bugs, no fucking mosquitoes, no bullshit. Like, it was just nice. We did go down to Key West Monday just because the wind was so bad. And like we had talked about going down, there's an aquarium down in Marathon. And we were like, well, okay. Well, if you go all the way down to the fucking aquarium, like we might as well go across the 7 Mile Bridge just because that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And by the time you're on the other end of the 7 Mile Bridge, well, it's only another fucking 30 minutes to fucking Key West. And then you can say you went to the end. So then this summer, I think we're going to do a group trip up to old fucking Madawaska.
Yep.
And hit the other end of Route 1.
Yeah, Mike's group did that this past year. Because they were at Key West before.
I don't really care one way or another. I don't really need to go to Madawaska for anything, but...
You're going to drive by some fishing.
Right.
So.
Well, I would rather just go up and fish, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good trip.
Good.
Did about zero fly fishing. I reached out to one guy, and then I started looking at weather, and I was like... I emailed him back, and I was like, never mind. Like, this would just be a waste of fucking money.
Yeah.
Also, it's insane how much they've charged down there.
You said it was like $600 a day?
900.
900 a day?
900 a day.
For redfish? Or
for flats fishing. Whatever you want to go target.
Jesus.
900 a day for the boat, which is just 1 to 2 people. So
yeah,
it's either 900 or 450. I was like, and a half day, 700. I was like, that math doesn't work.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
It's easier for them if you just do a full day, I'm sure.
Right. So I was like, between that and the weather I was looking at, I was like, fuck that. Not doing it.
Did you go to any fly shops?
I did. I was a little disappointed. There wasn't like an old crusty guy working at the fly shop. It was like a 16-year-old kid.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't really feeling it. I bought 3 flies while I was down there. I think I got a sticker from there, maybe. I didn't like any of their shirts. I already have their hat. I have a shirt from them that I like. But
speaking of shirts, Duluth Trading.
Yeah?
Has got some sick fucking like sun like UV or UPF 50 stuff.
Yeah.
I bought a hoodie. It's not cheap, but they have big guy sizes and it's super comfortable. The hood, it has a built-in gaiter if you want, but it's not super tight, so you can just drop it around your neck.
Yeah.
And then the hood comes up and it will hook onto the bill of your hat so it won't blow off, which I thought was pretty cool. So it has a zipper pocket on the front. I'm definitely going to be buying more of those. But they're like $70.
That's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but if they fit, I would have paid $100 for it. But it fit.
Yeah.
So they also have some merino wool ones, which were okay, but I like this one better. And they make shorts too in the same style. So
I'm looking at their website right now.
they're going to be my outlet for fishing clothing, I think. That you could go there and they have the sizes in stock, so you can try them on, which is the nicest part.
The AKHG
Yeah,
stream hoodie.
yeah, upstream.
The Blue Mercury is on sale for $40.88.
The only thing I was hoping
are.
it had, but it doesn't, is the thumb holes on the.
See, I hate thumb holes.
You do? I've never had them. I've wanted to try them.
I just enjoy just burning the shit out of my hands.
These have It's like it'll come down like over your hand if you want it to. It's got like an elastic cuff, which is kind of nice. But I was super impressed with it.
Yeah, the Gray Dawn fish logo.
Yeah, that's the one.
They got it in triple for $40. They also have a fish print one.
I think I got the fish print.
It's like all different fucking colors. This one?
Yeah, the gray.
Like that?
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Well, I was sitting at dinner in Cocoa Beach when I got my tax returns, and I was financially irresponsible. And
I got the text.
I went to Ron John's after fucking 2 rum punches and went nuts. It was awesome. It was so much fun. We had a good time.
It's always fun to blow money.
Yeah.
In the moment.
Yeah, afterwards I was like, that was a bit excessive, but whatever.
I just bought a bunch of Carhartt clothes. They came out with UPF short sleeves that I
really?
like. Finally.
Did you go, if you were up at Duluth, did you go check out, what's the name of that fucking store? Sierra.
I had been there once before. I haven't gone back. We went around Christmas. I went to All Points Fly Shop.
Not real impressive.
It is as big as this room.
Yeah.
Apparently they're moving into a new shop. But, like, there was 4 people in there, and I felt claustrophobic.
Yeah, you can't move.
I bought 1 fly, and I bought a game changer, a mini game changer.
Yeah.
And I was there, so I bought some dubbing that I needed, some ice dub, and some red wire. And that was it. But it was like, it was so fucking tiny. So hopefully the new shop is a little more expansive for him.
Yeah. I wish Trident would just like actually sell out of a storefront. And
what's that?
I wish Trident would just have like a storefront.
Yeah, I've done a couple orders with them in the past couple of weeks, and
like their drop shipping stuff is awesome, but like
it's fast.
I would also like to just go get it, like if I'm in the area.
Yeah. And it's always nice to go to a fly shop and be able to like look around and check everything out.
Yeah. The 2 fly shops I stopped at one in in Georgia, in Savannah. There was one. It looked like it was going to be a cool shop. And it might have been, but the guy that was working was definitely not a fly fisherman. And it just ruined the whole thing. Because, like, it would have been cool. Like, it was a chill shop. Like, it had a cool atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like, there was, like, couches and shit. But it was like a... And it's the same way with the one in Alamorada, where it's a Orvis sponsor dealer or whatever. It's just uppity and fuckery. And it's like, just give me a local shop, please. Like, I don't care if you want to carry Orvis stuff. You don't have to be a douche about it.
Yeah.
But
did they carry other stuff, or was it just Orvis?
Just Orvis for fly fishing. The shop in the Keys also carried Hardy and one other brand of rod. Nothing under $1,000.
Of course.
I was like, cool. I did buy some leaders from them. I got a couple flies. But it just wasn't there. I ran into local legend Timmy Moore.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was down there with Jeremy.
Yeah.
So I shot him a message. I was like, yo, what are you doing? I was like, I'm coming down. It was on Sunday. I was like, I'm going down to by the Green Turtle. There's a fly shop there. He's like, oh, I'm actually going to the Green Turtle for lunch. He's like, hit me up when you get down here. So I sent him a text when I got down there. He came over. We shot the shit for a little bit.
Nice. Looked like they had a good trip, too.
Yeah. I didn't go to that flea market.
You didn't go to the flea market?
No. That was on Saturday. It's apparently a very large deal down there.
But flea markets are huge in the South.
But
especially in Florida.
This is just a fishing flea market.
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably best that you didn't.
Probably. Something for next year, maybe.
Yeah, something to keep in mind. I mean, why not?
Well,
I'm ordering a new reel this week.
What are you ordering?
A 5-weight reel from Maine Fly Guys.
I think I'm going to buy 2 new fly rods this year.
I have that new 5-weight. I want to put a reel on it. And I might as well put his reel on it. I have a line for it already. So, I'm just going to do it.
I think my next... I've been looking at 6s. 6 or 7. Something for like a streamer rod.
Yeah.
And then I may go with like a 4-weight for a dry fly rod.
Yep.
Even though I had a 4-weight and I got rid of it. And then I want to get 2... I want 2 new 8-weights. I've decided. I think I might order that TFO. Axiom.
Yeah.
Do. Fuckers. Do. Is this for real right now? I might just order this right now.
What's that?
I don't know if it's the one I want, though. Are those the recoil guides? I want more information. See more details. Do. Does not look like it's the right one. No, they have one on sale for 25% off on Backcountry, but it's not the route I want. Do. Oh, it's the 2-X. Got it. Extra fast. That's what we want. 8-weight. Do. I can buy a new from Trident. You know what is hard to find on their fucking... Well, On their mobile website, it is not easy to get to their used fly rods.
No?
No. And I also don't like how any rods that they're sold out of, they still show up in there.
Yeah.
Like, don't show me your out of stock stuff. Like, what the fuck? But ooh, they have a Sage 1 right now. Ooh, that'd be really nice. That's a really good deal. I was just talking about 4 weights.
I'm ordering that reel now. This is basically just a podcast of us spending money.
I mean, why not? Let's see here. What rod would I order right now? Oh, they had a 12 weight. What the fuck?
So March 27th,
March 27th.
Fly Fishing Film Tour.
Yes.
Be there, be square. And then that following Saturday, Easter weekend, we have the Fly Fishing Expo.
At Eldridge
At
Brothers.
our home turf. Which I found out last week that Aaron won't be able to make it.
What?
So it's just going to be me slinging raffle tickets.
Where the fuck's he gonna be?
I guess his family, because that's Easter weekend,
Yeah.
his family goes down to the Cape every year for Easter. So he's not going to be able to make it, sadly. But,
Gay.
hey, family first. He's a big family man. I understand.
I get it. Still
It'll
stupid.
be a good time, either way.
They have a G Loomis 4 weight. And our X Plus. Whew. That's a nice rod. Do. Oh, you know who I saw was having a sale on rods? And actually, it's what started me looking. Was Alan. Alan is having a buy one, get one free. Huh. They have the Sage Motive saltwater fly rod. 8 weight. They also have a Radian. You need a nice Scott Radian, don't you? Everyone needs a nice Scott Radian.
What's that?
Everyone needs a nice Scott Radian.
Sort yourself a couple new hydros. Or not hydros, that new Orvis rod.
The Helios 4?
Yeah.
The thought has crossed my mind. I don't like the white sticker on it, honestly. Like, out of everything, I don't like that fucking sticker. I think it looks stupid as fuck. Oh. Oh, we have a question from YouTube. Ricky Giffen. Y'all ever thought or tried building your own rod.
I've thought about it, but I've already got too much invested in fly tying right now.
I've thought about it. Turned out Ian has someone that lives next door to him that builds rods.
Yeah.
I actually just started looking at, I was going to have custom rods built for the boat. This trip has been bad. Like, oh yeah, I bought 2 Finor 30s.
Oh, you bought 2 new Finor 30 reels?
Yeah. For saltwater. For like, what? I don't know. Tuna fishing? But not big tunas. Just I need like small tunas.
Shorts.
Yeah.
Recreational tuna.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
So I need to buy 2 rods for those. I want to go.
Did you do any Facebook Marketplace deals while you were in the Keys?
No, didn't look at it once.
No.
No. That was that.
I was thinking about that. I was like, I wonder if Garrett's gonna fucking finagle a Facebook Marketplace deal.
Should have. I actually thought about it on the way home. And then I was thinking about it today while my parents are still down that way. And I was like, I wonder if I can find anything around there. But it was a great trip. I want to move down there. We got home. Both kids were like, it was a really cool vacation, but we like living here. And I was like, God damn it.
Shh. Shut up. You don't know what's good for you.
So I was like, all right, well, do I just start putting wheels into motion? I've got 11 years.
Homeschool the kids and then spend the winters down there.
No, but I've got 11 years to get everything set up just how I want it. So as soon as the fucking last one's to college, see ya.
Just save a bed for me.
Oh, I will.
The whole time you're down, I'm like, I hope Garrett comes back.
There was
I won't have anybody to hang out with.
There was a few times I was really considering not doing it, not coming back. Just like, but then I started looking at house prices, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, shit. That's honestly, that was the biggest regret after.
It's like Daddy's gonna go back to work.
After being down there, it was like when we were. I looked at houses the first time we were down there.
Yeah.
And like, you could get a decent house on a canal for $600.
They got to be over $1 million now.
Over 2.
Jesus Christ!
Like literally anything that has a dock is $2 million. I'm like,
and how's Dave get this place that he rents? He rents it for the whole winter, obviously.
Rents it for 2 months.
And then the guy doesn't. That's just a vacation house for him.
Yeah, he comes in the summer. But like, I know what he paid for rent down there, and I'm looking at like what I would have to spend to buy a house down there.
Yeah.
I couldn't rent it and make money with the mortgage.
Yeah.
Like, so
you'd just be covering your costs, right?
No,
not even that.
I'd be losing money.
The insurance has got to be fucking wild too, being right on the water like that.
Yeah. Well, that's one of those things. Like, you would have to go down there with putting $1 million down on a house.
Yeah.
Which is just insane. That's why I'm sitting there. I'm like, even like back when we were looking, like 600 to 900, like 900 being like a very nice house, like ready to move into.
Yeah.
If you bought a house down there for 900 right now, like that's $3.5 million right now. And it's like,
that's fucking wild.
But then I got talking to Dave down there, and I'm like, so I was like, what's it cost? And I started looking, and it's like 6 to 900 you can find okay houses that are not on canals.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, how hard is it to get into the marinas down here? He goes, you could walk in there right now and get a slip. And I was like, motherfucker.
Really?
He's like, it's going to cost you. He's
Yeah.
like, but yeah, you could go in there and get a slip right now.
It's probably because everybody has houses on canals.
Right. Well, so many houses are on canals, and then it's like, but I'm like, so, well, what if I do buy a house that's not on a canal, that's close to a marina, that I could walk to my boat, and my boat's in the water ready to go? I'm like, that'd be all right. But then I'm like, okay, well, if I buy a fucking $700,000 house down there, rent it out, and then have a boat down there, what am I going to spend on a boat?
That's another fucking $500,000
Yeah.
to get the boat your dream boat.
Yeah. No, dream boat is well north of that for down there. Like, just gotta hit the fucking Mega Millions. I think is
just keep buying lottery tickets.
That's Plan B.
Yeah,
actually Plan A.
New reel is confirmed.
Did you write him a note?
I didn't know.
Oh, you should have.
I should message him and have him put backing on it.
Please package with love.
Every time I've ordered something from him, like I ordered a bunch of hooks and I got happy tying with an Greg autograph.
Oh, you save them?
Yeah.
Save your autographs.
The rod came with one too. I had a customer come in today. He's a mechanic for one of the landscapers we deal with, and we've become friends. The owner of the company's down in Florida, and he's flying down tomorrow. And he had this John Deere hat on. I was like, what did I tell you about wearing that fucking hat in here? He's like, well, I need a new one. So I went and got him an X-Mark hat. He's like, I'll wear it tomorrow when I go down and see Nick. I said, I ought to autograph it just to fucking stir him up. He's like, yes, you should. So I fucking autographed it.
Yeah, we spent enough money. I got Hugh's autograph.
Yeah. I told him, I said, hand him the hat. Be like, you won't believe what this cost me. What this cost you. But he's doing it. So this guy, he owns a landscaping company out of Dover. And then he owns, I think, 8 Planet Fitness franchises in the Midwest.
Yeah.
And then he owns 2 or 3 rental properties. One of them is on Winnipesaukee, and it's he bought the house for $1.2 million. So he's pretty smart with his money. But you see him, he's like Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
He's just a fucking, he's a broke landscaper. His truck's rotted out, not inspected. Fucking, it's great. I fucking love it. So those are the kind of landscapers you want to deal with.
Yeah. I've been thinking, I was texting with you about it. I was like, should I start a trailer repair company? And I'm like,
I don't think you want to start it. I think you just want to do it on the side, like cash.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
if you're going to do anything.
But then I got thinking, I was like, what if I finance a landscape company?
What do you mean, like start a landscape company and...
Yeah, have someone else run it.
I don't think you want to do that. Just fuck that. In my opinion, fuck that.
What about a pressure washing company?
As long as you didn't... I mean, that I think would... Because the startup is a lot less, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Is good because for a landscaping company to do it right and have somebody run it for you, 1, you're going to find somebody to run it for you. 2, you're going to need $100,000 probably minimum to start it. And that may actually probably $150,000 if you really want to, because you're going to need to buy a truck, a good truck, a good trailer, a good mower, weed whackers, all that shit. And then you still got to find a fucking somebody that's not on methadone to fucking run it for you, which all the good ones have jobs.
Yeah.
pressure washer company, the startup's low, but still, then you're going to find somebody to fucking run it. That's the tough part. I think you and I need to start selling our feet pictures.
Not right now.
You got a right foot.
Foot's out of commission.
There may be somebody into that.
I don't think so.
I should start a Cameo and just start doing impressions of people. And
You should just sell your night before Christmas.
I've never gotten over 1,000 views on it. Maybe I should have you put it on TikTok.
Monetize it.
I mean, I'm sure if we put our heads together and we're a little more ambitious, we probably could,
We could probably do something with this podcast that
that
everyone's
we've had
listening
for
to
4
right now.
years and just fuck around on every week and order shit online and let people listen to us do that. But fuck that. We work enough.
I look at my two buddies that I grew up with that have their hockey podcast. Yeah. I'm like looking at everything that they do. I'm like, that's
a lot of work.
That's just
like Leah, the day that I asked with your guys' YouTube channel. Like, what?
Yeah. How do you do that? I'm like, why are you asking me this?
And I'm just the talent.
Yeah.
I just show up.
You want to know how this...
Garrett turns the heat on for me.
Yeah.
If I could walk into a warm studio.
Going
on day 3, no soda.
Yeah.
Drinking 3 Yetis of water a day. Still going to the gym.
I think I had more soda on vacation just because we were on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I have something for you inside the house.
All right.
Just to add to your collection.
Koozie collection?
No.
No? All right. So we'll find out. Stay tuned.
Straw collection.
Straw collection. Yes. I building the one back. I had over 100 straws in my glove box. I had to clean them out. I couldn't when I registered my truck.
Couldn't fucking get your registration out.
Yeah. Like I went in there to get my owner's manual because I had something, or I had an envelope in there from when I bought my truck out from the lease with all like the title information shit that I just shoved in there. It was buried under the hundreds. That's how long my truck was unregistered. Got my plates in. Got my plates on.
There you go.
Perfectly legal now.
Look at you.
Right? You'd be proud of me. Was it yesterday morning? I was driving down 236 and somebody pulled out in front of me. I got right on their ass. Sped up. We got right on their ass.
Nice.
I did it, and I was like, Garrett would be so fucking proud.
Did you pass them too?
No, I didn't pass them. But I, pushed them until they sped up.
Good work.
I was impressed.
I got told 97 was too fast on our road trip. We were getting to the end of it. We were almost to the fucking Keys, last little bit of fucking Florida Turnpike, where it comes into the backside of Miami and Homestead.
Yeah.
And it goes to 5 lanes. I was just getting so pissed. I just want to go 1 speed.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter if there's anybody around me or not. I just have a speed I want to be at. And if I can't be at that speed, I get irritated and I will do way faster than the speed I want to be at.
Leah must go through so many emotions while riding with you, or she's probably used to it.
Yeah, she was sleeping. She wasn't sleeping when she told me 97 was a bit excessive. Which, I mean, in the moment, maybe. Well, we were almost to the Keys. I was like a kid in a cane shop. But we came down and back No issues, no cops, no nothing. Not even a scare, even, really.
Yeah.
Like, nothing. I was like, oh, that's kind of uneventful. Came through New York City, so we left Virginia 7 o'clock in the morning, Norfolk. Then we went Chesapeake Bay Bridge and Tunnel, which was awesome. I love that.
The girls like that.
Yeah. They're like, well, why isn't it, like, clear so we can see through? And Leah's like, how about no? I was like, yeah, so you can watch the ship pass over you at, like, fucking 4 feet.
You wouldn't be able to even see anything, unfortunately.
No.
It's probably so clouded. I think the coolest part about the Chesapeake Bay Bridge is when you see subs and shit coming out of Norfolk.
Yeah.
I've always thought that was cool. Did you hit him with some dad facts about the colors of the tiles?
No, I didn't.
Should have. Doesn't matter who I'm with. I always bring that up when I'm in a tunnel.
Do you know why the colors? Do you know why?
Yeah.
Do you?
Most people are like, yes. Especially Mandy now, because she's been through a number of tunnels with me. She was like, we hit the tunnel. She's like, I know what the tiles mean.
Well, I'm still going to ask.
Is the restaurant open on...
No, it's closed right now.
I think I've only been through there once when it was open.
They're doing a bunch of work. But we went to Molly's place. I love that goddamn store.
Yeah.
If you're ever on the Eastern Shore, go to Molly's place. They had... Actually, that was where I bought more stuff that I did not need and did not need to buy for the particular season. But they had the decoy retriever that I wanted, and then they had it in a boat model, so I don't have to have a super long one on the boat. And I was like, well, that's perfect. And then we got Chick-fil-A. I didn't realize until after we went to Chick-fil-A, Leah had never had Chick-fil-A.
What?
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, Huey and I planned out a trip down to a fly fishing expo that we knew was going to suck based on being able to go to Chick-fil-A.
We spent money on a fucking hotel room.
Just to have dinner.
Purely to have Chick-fil-A. And she's never had it?
Nope, she had never had, and I didn't realize it.
Have the girls ever had it?
No, the girls hadn't, which doesn't surprise.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't been outside of Maine, basically. And it's like we go in, and we were in like fucking bumfuck South Carolina or maybe Georgia even when we got it. So it was like the South.
Yeah.
Proper Chick-fil-A. And we went inside and ordered and got it. And she was like, this is really good. I was like, yeah, it is. Oh, the other thing we hit, the old Buc-ee's.
Yes, that was one of the things I wanted to ask you about. How was it? I hear it's quite the experience.
It's like you took a Love's truck stop.
Yeah.
And
threw a Walmart in it.
Threw a Walmart inside. You just, like, when you're walking up to it, like, it was chaos. We went to the one north of Daytona.
Yeah.
And it was also race week.
Oh, yeah.
On our way down. So, that fucking Buc-ee's was slammed. Like traffic going in and out of it. And I was like...
I feel like they've blown up in the past 2 years.
Oh, yeah. They put on a marketing show, and it's... But the girls got their picture with Bucky. There was an actual Bucky mascot roaming around. But, like, you're walking up, and then the doors open, and you just hear how fucking loud it is inside, and you're like, what the fuck am I walking into right now? But you go inside, there's a whole side for food, and they got a beef jerky bar. They've got like actual brisket that they're cooking there
Yeah.
and cutting up and like. And then they've got a whole like home decor, home everything, clothing, everything. Literally anything you could want on the other side. And so Leah wouldn't let me get. I wanted to get all the girls matching Bucky's bathing suits because I thought that would be hilarious. I was told no.
You know,
I said I'd get a guy's Bucky's bathing suit.
right?
Family picture. And that's what dreams are made of.
He was looking at bathing suits. I was like, I should get you a bathing suit made with my face on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just so people know this is who you belong to.
She's how lucky you are.
Yeah. She didn't seem too keen on the idea.
No?
No. Which, I mean, to each his own, I guess.
I mean, she agreed too. Yeah, Bucky's was interesting. It was cool.
Did you go south of the border?
We did go to south of the border. We visited Pedro. That place.
Probably hasn't changed much.
More stuff's closed. Like, there's only like 4 shops, and they all sell the same shit.
Yeah.
Like, we went into 3 different shops, and all 3 were the exact same inside. Yeah. It's like...
I haven't been to south of the border in years. What's that? That's in South Carolina?
Yeah, it's the South Carolina, North Carolina border. Hence, south of the border. We only had one... We only stopped in one sketchy area. Coming into Savannah is a...
Bit of a shithole.
Bit of a shithole. Like, just straight ghetto. Like...
How's Savannah? Looked pretty cool.
Savannah. I love Savannah. Like, it's such a walkable city. Cool. Yeah. Like, old city. Plus, no open container law. All the bars ask you if you want a drink to go.
Yes.
100% yes. Like, not even a question. We didn't do... I thought about doing, like, a river cruise there, but then I was like, well, that just...
Were you guys visiting family there? Or did you stop?
No, we just stopped, got a hotel. Which, I thought I got a hotel in one location. It was actually in a separate location, which was closer to the sketchiness. Thankfully, we were in a decent part. And we went and we walked... This is one of my favorite parts of the whole trip. So we go to this... There's a massive park in the center of Savannah. Just huge green space, like, walk around. They've got playgrounds. They've got a fucking cafe in the middle of it. There's a water fountain. But there's, like, this massive walkway. And then, like, in part of it, near the fountain, they have, like, little random artists selling their shit. We're walking by, and this lady's like, oh, because I said something, and she was like, oh, you know, do your girls want a free bracelet? And she was making jewelry and bracelets. Yeah. And it was like little beads things, and she just like held out a basket, and she, like, sure, whatever. So Liv goes over and picks one out, and Corinna's looking. She finally grabs one, and I didn't see it. And I was like, all right, well, thank you very much. Like, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we kept walking. And we're going down. And she puts it on. She's like, look, Daddy, I picked the one that had a T on it.
T?
It was a cross. And Liv was like, that's not a T, Corinna. And then, of course, Corinna's embarrassed because she thought it was a T. And
what was I wonder what the T was significant. Why, like...
I don't know why she wanted the T.
That's funny.
But she thought she got a bracelet with a T on it.
Hey.
And I was like...
That meme that Leah posted yesterday about when the rest of the family realizes you've been picking up rocks at every location. I fucking died laughing.
Oh, and then I get a fucking text from my father today. A fucking Ziploc baggie full of shit and a fucking rock. And I'm like, oh, what were they? They're gumballs from sycamore trees. And I said, that seems like great mementos for a sleepover. And he goes, and I was like, Grumpy and Grammy's house of mementos. Those do not need to make it into my house. They have a full box, like a box full of shells and leaves and shit that the girls found down there. But I was like, can't come in our car. It's got to go in yours. Extra shit. I'm like, what am I going to do with all this shit that you...
Livy looked like she loved the kayak in the canal.
Dude, the kid was a fucking machine. And she's like, Dad, can we just like kayak all summer? And I'm like, sure. I will drop you off at Wiggly Bridge on an incoming tide. And I'll go mess around. And then I'll pick you up at Scotland Bridge. Sounds good. See you later.
I'll go out with her.
There, she loves it. So we got 3 kayaks from Rob this year. So I'm like, oh, just go fucking
drop to Bonnie Begg. She can catch fucking crappie.
Drop her in at fucking York Pond and just let her fucking go around.
I gotta go get all my fishing shit out of storage this week. I'm kind of worried about my kayak because I didn't really store it properly. I took the seat out of it and everything, but I'm worried that water got in it.
Was it just sitting outside?
Yeah.
Was it upside down?
Yeah. At this point, I'm like, if it cracked, I know a guy that's pretty good at fiberglass, so I can fix it. But I think it'll be fine.
I've actually been looking for a project boat. I just want to do another one.
I'd love to do one with you. I just don't have the fucking time.
I just think it'd be fun to like just build like little fucking skiffs.
It'd be awesome to build like a flats boat that we could run around. Fucking have it up in Spruce Creek.
Yeah, find fucking
drafts 4 inches of water.
Find a little like 16-footer, 16 or an 18. I mean, it really doesn't have to be much fucking smaller than my boat.
I can't wait to fucking fish. I gotta get all my shit out this week. I'm gonna go through the lines I didn't wash those. Because I'm gonna try to fish Easter morning.
Yeah, I think
that's opening day.
I think opening day is not going to be hard to fish this year.
No, not unless we get a fucking deep freeze. But next week I'm gonna tie up some chironomid nibs for still water fishing.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Little politic shit.
Oh, yeah?
Before we sign off. So, I don't know if you've been following Greg Labonte from Maine Fly Guys. He's been posting about this connector loop that they're proposing to put in on 95.
Right through Smith Farm or whatever?
Smiley
Farm?
Smiling Hill Farm.
Yeah.
It's going to, like, 45 acres of their property is what it's going to soak up to do this connector loop. But it's also going to directly mess with I think it's Red Brook, which is like one of the last stronghold for native brook trout in southern Maine.
Yes.
I actually have so it's Peter Mills is the director of the Maine Turnpike Authority. Happens to be Governor Mills' brother.
Oh, no way.
Greg posted his cell phone number on his story.
Yeah.
So I messaged him, and I'll read it. And I screenshotted everything and sent it to Greg. Find it. So I said, you're going to bury a generational dairy farm for a shortcut. You, sir, are what's wrong with this state. Blood, sweat, and tears have poured into that soil, and you're going to take it away. Take it away for you and your sister's own selfish gains. Shame on you. And he wrote back, there's no proposal to go through the farm. In the article, it says, will be, it states they want 45 acres. They want to buy 45 acres of the farm.
Yeah.
And I was like, the MTA, to the MTA, it may just be 45 acres. That isn't a direct part of the whole operation. But to a working farm, that's a massive disruption. And then he wrote back, it's undeveloped vacant land remote from the farm. I said, I'm sorry, but running a farm, every acre counts. Like I said, to the MTA, it's vacant and undeveloped, but to them it means something. That's the bottom line. And then I never got anything back. And he, the owner of the farm stated, he said, if I sell it, that's just a small piece, but it makes it harder to get hay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's 45 acres of land that he can't get back.
Right.
And, ever. Exactly. And, they did that, and then what do they want next? That type of thing. So it makes perfect sense. And not to mention what they're going to do to the brook to damage those riparian zones for the fish and stuff like that. Greg's been posting a lot of stuff about it, so if you guys listen, check it out. And I have his cell phone number. It's a 207-858-6400. Peter Mills. I screenshotted the text and I sent him to Greg, and he was like, he text? This is wild. And I was like, I wasn't an asshole. I was like, I didn't message him and be like, you're a piece of shit. Da, 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 da. But part of me wanted to be like, do you look like Dr. Evil?
Yeah.
Where your sister looks like Austin Powers?
Are you bald?
Do you have a midget by chance? Sorry, little person. But
I think they're okay with midget.
No, they're not.
They're not okay with midget?
No. That's like the N-word.
No, because we just said midget.
What's that?
I said, no, it's not, because we just said midget.
We did say midget, but it's not. I mean, we shouldn't have said it.
Are you sure?
But I'm positive. That's like the M. They call it, like, Mandy watches that show, Little People, Big World, and they refer to it as the M word. I don't think they respond well to elf either.
See, I feel like...
Although either one of those words will probably get their attention.
I feel like little people is so much more...
So do I.
...demeaning.
You watch. We probably have like 2 little people that listen to this show, and we're going to lose our whole listener base because we said the M word.
I don't think we will. All right.
Brad, my friend. Yes. How are you, man? Brad Williams at LAX. He's that comedian with dwarfism. I say, are little people allowed to use the M word with each other? What? Why would they use Emma? Emma.
I say the word midget, but I know a lot of little people are offended by the word midget, and that's okay. They can be offended by that.
And he's really funny.
So Brad Williams says he thinks it's funny. And
That's one person. And he's a comedian.
And he's a little person.
And he's hilarious.
He's hilarious. He's way better than that stupid show.
Speaking of comedians, did you happen to catch the SNL with Shane Gillis?
I
as
did.
The host? You did?
Yeah.
His opening monologue was kind of rough. I felt bad for him. Like I was watching. I'm like, it's gonna be good. Like he's
gonna do good.
Then I slowly started to realize he doesn't have enough material built for PG. Like
No. Yeah, it was. It wasn't bad. His sketches were hilarious.
Oh yeah, dude, the one where like the high school reunion, where with four. Remember how we used to chase him down with the truck? Remember that? Yeah, but now he's like wildly. No, he isn't. Looks like it's gonna be a clean sweep for me. And when they were at the Jamaican church, dude, I was fucking rolling watching that. I watched it live.
I love him.
Oh, he's awesome.
Good news for him. He just sold his short project he was working on.
His
It's
what?
like a 10-episode like short bit comedy he was writing. It's called Tires, I think.
Oh, okay.
He just announced it on Monday after he went on SNL. Netflix bought it.
Netflix bought it?
Yeah. I feel like Netflix doesn't get enough credit for really giving a platform to people that push boundaries.
I agree with that.
Did you see Brendan Schaub roll his truck?
No. He rolled his truck?
Yeah. He had a TRX.
You know those are all-wheel drive all the time?
Yeah.
And they're known for snapping CV axles?
Yeah. They're also known for not being able to do donuts in the dirt. And they flip.
I know a guy that has one out of Berwick, and he's wild. Like, he posted this whole story because he broke a CV axle. He was like, because Dodge just doesn't want to make it where you could put it, full-wheel drive to get yourself home. I'm going to bring you through what you have to do when you're headed up north on a snowmobile trip to get your truck to be able to drive it. So he's in an AutoZone parking lot. He's like, first you got to go in and you got to buy a grinder. And he goes in, he buys a grinder, he cuts the fucking CV axle off of the parking lot. And then he shows it, taking the drive shaft out and all this shit. He's like, this is why you buy a $90,000 truck that you can't fucking drive if you blow a CV axle. It was fucking hilarious. And then he posted another one the other day. He got pulled over in it for not having a front license plate.
Yeah.
And he's a mechanic, and he owns a shop, and he's got his Maine inspection license and his New Hampshire inspection license. And he was like, the whole fucking time, the cop's like, do you know the rules? And da-da-da-da-da. He's like, of course I know the fucking rules. And guess what I'm not going to do? Put a front fucking license plate on my truck because I don't want to drill the fucking bumper.
Yeah.
Didn't come with one. But so I've been tying those dragonflies. I showed you the smaller ones.
Yeah.
I posted those bigger ones last night. Those fucking things are gonna be sweet, I think.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Old bass fly.
Yeah. The other ones I tied on a size 8, wide gap hook.
Yeah.
With a shorter shank. This one I tied last night. I tied them on a size 1 saltwater hook. So it's a thin gauge wire. It's not super heavy, so it'll still float, but they're like this big.
Yeah.
They're pretty sweet. So I'm looking forward to trying those.
Did you see that fucking black beast fly that Ben posted the other day?
Dude, he's a fucking animal. Like, his flies are so sick. I'd love to have him on the podcast. Aaron was telling me Aaron booked a trip with him this summer, and I guess Ben, he booked it or he messaged him about it, and hadn't heard anything. Ben was like, "Yep, all set, but I'll get back to you with the dates." And then Aaron didn't hear anything from him, so he messaged him back. He's like, "I just want to touch base." And Ben was like, I'm sorry I had to vet you to make sure you weren't going to steal my spots and shit. Which I thought was, like, kind of legit. I mean, Ben's obviously making money and taking a fellow guide out.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure he's not going to lose his shit. Which... We need to go to the Bahamas and fish at Kyle's place.
I know, I want one of those coins.
So do I. I saw that. I was like, oh. I gotta get one of them.
I need a fucking... I want to look like Mr. T when I leave there. Kyle, I hope you have about 700 printed up and you got guides ready to go.
Just, I mean, it seems
Give
like
me
a
some
cool
fucking
trip.
red stripe and a fucking bag of beef jerky and I'll just be on the flats. See you later.
It's probably a lot harder than we think, but it'd still be fucking awesome to try. Someday.
It's not easy.
No, I can imagine.
But I mean, the success rate... Oh, so that was the other part of the Keys trip, was getting the full report from all the guys down there on Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And so the last 2 days we were there in Florida, there was a sailfish tournament up in Miami that one of the guys took his boat, the owner of his boat, and took his boat up there.
Yeah.
And fished in. There were, I want to say, like 450 fish caught between like 60 boats. There was also a sailfish tournament down in Costa Rica with 2,800 sailfish caught. With
in how many days?
30 boats. 2 days.
30 boats?
30 boats.
28. Wow.
The winning boat had like 200 and something fucking fish caught.
You still see that Cody kid that you guys...
Yeah. We had dinner with him a couple times actually down
Nice.
there. He is just fishing tournaments on the Hillbilly Deluxe and works for his dad's company building docks and piers and shit.
What a fucking life.
I don't know if I'd like to fucking do concrete work every goddamn
Yeah,
day.
I guess you're right.
But
He does concrete work so he can go fishing.
yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah. And he bought a house down there, but he didn't move out of his parents' house.
He just rents out the house. That's fucking awesome.
He bought it, remodeled it, and then just rents it.
Another reason he can go fishing.
I was like, yeah, it's not bad to be fucking whatever, 20 fucking
Own a house in the Keys.
25 years old.
Fucking-
You own your first house, and you can still live at home in a like 800 square foot fucking apartment because you're single. So
Yeah,
yeah, not a bad gig.
for sure.
Then you've got like James, who's got... Actually, James's wife came out with us, Annie. She puts on the sailfish. There's a fishing tournament down there. It's the Fish for Holly. It was a friend of theirs that was murdered by her, at the time, boyfriend.
Jesus.
So they have a sailfish tournament in her memory, and Annie organizes the whole thing. Like, it's fucking sick. Like, and she also has a real job. She's actually does what Mandy does.
Social worker?
Yeah. But they're expecting their second kid. He's like, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to fucking keep fishing. Another boy. He's like, yeah, I'll be on the boat, honey.
Yeah. That's awesome. How old is he?
He's 30-ish, I think.
It's so weird to me, like, when somebody says they're 30, I'm like, oh, they're my age.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
No, that's a decade ago.
I'm I'm going to be 37 in October. And it's like, no, they were, like, when I was graduating high school, they were
In elementary school.
Yeah.
Fuck. We are not the same.
No.
it was no, the fucking walk-in clinic in the Keys was just such a wild.
There's just a bunch of people wearing flip-flops and fucking fishing gear.
Dude, so the intake nurse, like, you walk in, give your name, and, like, it was littered with old people in there. And, like, this place opened at 9. I was there at, like, 9:30. Full waiting room. And I was like, well, this is not good. Well, apparently Saturday is a big day for blood work for the old fucks. So they're all sitting there, and I got called after like 10 minutes.
You're just looking at a bunch of golden brown old people.
Yeah. They're all just in there, just like, "Ugh." I'm like,
Bunch
all
of
right.
boomers.
So they let me in, and I get talking with the lady who's doing the intake, and she's like, oh, yeah. She's from Puxatawney,
Oh, yeah?
PA.
She knows that old fucking...
Yeah, so we got talking about that a little bit. She's like, yeah. Because we were talking about, like, where we're from, and, like, I was talking about, like, tourism and stuff. And she's like, yeah, we have tourism for a day.
Yeah.
She's like, our little sleepy town of 3,000 goes to, like, 20,000 in the day.
Speaking of tourism, Jackman's about to have a boom the first week of April because of the eclipse.
Yeah.
I was reading about that, like, and they're right in the path of totality. So I told Mike, I was like, you could rent your place out for stupid fucking money.
Oh, it'd be insane.
He's like, well, maybe I want to go up and use it. I was like, well, that's fine. But I was like,
If you're not going to.
yeah, if you're not
profit
going
on
to, fucking, you might as well rent that fucker out.
Yeah. And so she was just like normal nurse, like whatever. The doctor comes in, and I'm just like, this is exactly what I expect down here. Like, super long hair in a fucking braided ponytail, just like, so, what's going on? Tell me what's happening.
Mind if I smoke this joint?
Yeah, seriously. And he's like, so does it hurt? Does it hurt up here? Does it hurt up there? And I was like, not really. He's like, you don't have to be brave for me. I don't really care. I was just like,
listen, Yadis Mahu.
Shut the fuck up.
I need to be able to fish in Maine in a month.
I was like, I'm about to get in a car for fucking 24 hours. Am I going to die or not? And he's like, oh, let me order you. We'll do an ultrasound. Make sure you don't have blood clot. And so then, like, we're sitting in the room, and, like, it's not a big place. So you can hear all the back office staff talking. Yeah. And I can hear the ultrasound guy bitching at the other two ladies back there. Like, well, why didn't you put it in the fucking schedule? It's on the fucking schedule. I don't know I'm supposed to do anything. I'm just over here fucking doing this. And then fucking someone asked me where the fucking ultrasound results are. I didn't even know I was supposed to do a fucking ultrasound. Like, what the fuck? And he's like, well, where is Garrett? Like, what room is he in?
And you're like, knock, knock, knock. I'm right here.
I just yelled. I was like, room 2. And then he comes in. He's like, he takes me like over to the room that they did the ultrasound thing in. And he's like, ha, so you heard that whole thing, huh? I was like, I mean, yeah. And he was like, these fucking women. And like we got talking, and he's like, all right, this is going to be like 20 minutes long. I like to listen to music. Do you care? And I was like, I don't really care. No.
20 minutes for ultrasound?
Dude, they did like my whole leg.
Did they? And
he's like, all right. So he just like turns on his iPhone, just starts playing music. And like I almost passed out. And
it's kind of nice. It's like a massage almost.
Yeah. Oh, except for when he fucking went over the parts of my leg that were hurting.
Yeah.
I almost fucking punched him right in his fucking face. And then he's done. He's like, I was like, all right, Sal, give it to me straight. We good? He goes, oh, yeah, you're good. No clots. I was like, sick. And so I go back in. The other doctor walks in. He's like, I mean, good news. You shouldn't die. I was just like, all right, cool. Thanks for saying that in front of my wife. And he's like, sometimes you just need like compression socks. It's just part of getting older. I hate to be the one to break that news to you. And I was like,
Shut up.
yeah, that's not going to happen. So,
But I mean, to wear them on a long drive, it's not a bad idea.
yeah.
Like I wear them when I'm supposed to wear them all the time, but I fucking hate wearing them. They're uncomfortable.
So I didn't get any in the keys,
Yeah.
obviously, because I'm super smart. So then I start driving with pain. Don't care. Fuck it. Whatever. And we drive. And like it was to the point like I could barely sleep because of it, which was really great.
Yeah.
And the next morning, because like we left. When did we leave? I don't know. Whenever. Oh, yeah, we left late at night and just drove through the night. And we're getting closer to Virginia, to Kate's house. And Leah's like, all right, I sent Kate out on an errand to get you some socks. She got me the fucking copper fit. So as soon as I got them, I was like, all right, Brett Favre,
Yeah.
do your magic.
Let's go fucking rob some
Yeah.
kids programs.
Is there a fucking volleyball team around here I can steal money from?
Oh,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
We don't want to get sued like Pat got sued.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So that was all alleged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Virginia was cool. I wouldn't want to be there, but that's just me. Too many fucking houses, too many people.
Yep.
And like they have the same shit there because it's a shipyard down there too.
Yeah.
And it's like the same shit as fucking here, just more people,
Yeah.
more entrances, more traffic. Like when we left in the morning.
Oh,
like,
it's on the base, their house?
No, their house isn't on base, but it's just off.
Yeah.
But like we drove by like all the we drove by like 3 or 4 different entrances to the shipyard.
Yeah.
Same thing as fucking here, half a fucking mile of fucking traffic. I'm like,
Norfolk is not really a nice place.
no, there's some definite,
Yeah.
like they're not in a bad spot. Like they're right on they're 1 block off the beach.
Yeah.
So like, they're a pretty good area. But
Well, that's good. Glad you had a good trip.
yeah, made it back from Virginia Beach to home in 12 hours with an over hour-long stop at Molly's place. We were fucking moving.
Yeah.
Flew through New York City. Middle of the day, 2:30 in the afternoon.
No traffic?
None.
That's awesome.
It was unreal. I was like, huh, maybe I don't have to leave at fucking 8 o'clock at night. Although the drive down was awesome. Like I did all but 3 hours from here to Savannah. It took us like 17 hours.
Did you stay someplace before you went to the Keys in Florida?
Yeah, we stayed in Cocoa.
Did you get a hotel or you stayed at
Yeah.
family? Hotel.
Yeah, we did 2 hotels. Which the hotel in Cocoa was sick. Had a heated pool, and it was on the beach. It's like kids went in the pool, got a bunch of energy out, which was very much needed.
Yeah.
And then kept going.
Nice. Well, we're on to fishing season.
We're on to open water season. 32 days to go.
I mean, there's places we could go fish now, but I need you to come do some exploring with me on the Mousom River,
Okay.
because I don't want to go by myself. But I got some intel from that guy John that works at the shop.
Yeah.
The young guy. He kind of filled me in on some areas that sounded pretty good. And some areas for like early season striper too. I won't say that on the podcast, but
Good idea.
gave me some good tips and some good areas.
All right.
So good local stuff.
I think next we'll see what the weather looks like after next week. Hopefully after this weekend my shop opens up. I also might need to borrow a trailer from you. I'll let you know.
You got to deliver a 4-wheeler?
Yeah. Hopefully.
I had to bring my kayak down to your shop once it's open up. Get it dialed in.
You want
Like-
to build this fucking battery box, or are we just going to keep
that's-
talking about
that's
it?
another thing. Do that. Yeah. And
You should just go find that video on Maine Trout Whisperer. He's got a link to
Yeah.
all the Amazon pieces
Yeah.
he used.
do that. I kind of want to figure out a way to put a trolling motor on it too.
Does it have the... Is that a pedal kayak?
No.
Oh.
But I've seen some guys rig up like a transom right off the side
Yeah.
and put it up kind of high so you don't have to worry about it hitting. You can still go pretty shallow. There's a couple spots I'd like to have that where I could just motor out to it, get there. Sometimes at the end of the day, I just don't want to fucking paddle. And it'd be nice for trolling too. So we'll see. But
Well, if you need fucking boat trailers fixed, give me a shout.
yeah, you got to take some work off. I'm sure Timmy's got some ones that'll pawn off on you that he doesn't want to deal with.
I should text him. Be like, hey, if you need any fucking trailer work done, let me know. I'll do it.
I'll even fucking help you out on it. If you schedule it for pick it up on a Wednesday, I'll pick it up from him on a Wednesday, deliver it to you, you fix it, I'll pick it up the next Wednesday, bring it back, drop it in his yard on my way home.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. I could haul a fucking massive empty boat trailer with my truck,
That's right.
as long as it's empty. So, with that being said, I gotta pee. It's good to be back. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next week.
Start listening more and sharing more so I can buy a house in the Keys. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. And so I can go down there and pawn off of them.
Yeah.
So, otherwise, I'll be at the corner of Cumberland Farms and Main Street tomorrow morning from 5 to 6 panhandling.
Feet pics from you.com.
Yeah. Find me at onlytoes.com. See you next week.
Peace.